I'll discuss viewport navigation and zoom. The easiest way to zoom is to turn the mouse wheel. Notice that it zooms in increments. As I turn the wheel, it makes big jumps. If you prefer the keyboard, you can press the square bracket keys just to the right of letter P. Left bracket zooms in, and right bracket zooms out. You can change the increment size if you want smaller jumps. Go to the Customize menu and choose Preferences. On the Viewports tab, set the wheel zoom increment to a smaller value. I'll use 1 foot. Now when I press the bracket keys or turn the wheel of my mouse, the increment is smaller and the jump is less dramatic. If you want continuous zoom so that you can get the viewport exactly where you want it, you have to use the formal zoom tool, and it's located down here. You can also access that by pressing Alt-Z. This tool works by dragging up and down. Dragging up zooms in and down zooms out. Notice that dragging left and right doesn't matter. It's only the vertical component that does the zooming. There's a subtlety to zooming that I'll share with you. Let's go back into the Preferences dialog and check this setting. Zoom about mouse point. You have an option to do that in orthographic and or perspective. I like to set it up for orthographic only. And it works like this. I'll right click in the top viewport and then rotate the mouse wheel centered right here on the driveway. What happens is the viewport zooms in to that point rather than the center of the scene. So I'm doing a little viewport navigation while I'm zooming. It saves me from having to pan over from the center of the scene over to my targeted area. So it's a more intuitive way to navigate. Moving on, let's look at some of these other zoom tools. This is Zoom All, and it works in all the viewports simultaneously. It works just like the zoom tool in that you have to drag up and down to zoom in and out. This is Zoom Extents, and it works in the active viewport. I'll right-click and select an object up here inside the space. I've selected the kitchen island. Now I'll go down here and hold down this button to access Zoom Extent Selected. And that zooms me in so I can work on that object. It's really handy to use this tool. Over here we have Zoom Extents All, and it works on all 4 viewports. And finally, underneath this, there's Zoom Extents All Selected, which is really the most powerful zoom tool because it works in all 4 viewports and it zooms into the selected object so you can work on it and visualize it from all different angles. The keyboard shortcut for this tool is Z. And if nothing is selected, it defaults to Zooming Extents All. There's one other zoom tool, and it's located down here. It's called Zoom Region, and it works by dragging out a window or region. When you release the mouse, you zoom in. If you're in a perspective viewport, that tool is located underneath the Field of View command, right here. And it works just the same. Drag out a region, release the button, and you'll zoom in.